All right, let's dive right into this explainer. Today, we're looking at a system that's being pitched as a total game changer for anyone wanting to build automated income online. If you've ever felt completely overwhelmed by the technical hurdles of setting up a sales funnel, well, the developers behind WebinarClones AI claim to have completely removed those barriers. We're talking about a done-for-you webinar deployment system that supposedly lets you bypass all the hard stuff and deploy proven funnels in just 5 minutes. Sounds pretty wild, right? So let's unpack exactly how this works, what's under the hood, and see how you can launch a fully functioning sales machine almost instantly.
Now, before we get into the software itself, we really need to ask a fundamental question. Why do webinars completely crush regular sales pages every single time? When you're trying to turn cold traffic, people who have absolutely no idea who you are, into paying customers, webinars are consistently the undisputed king of conversions. But why is that? Why not just throw up a classic sales page and call it a day? Well, to get to the bottom of that, let's look at what the biggest players in the industry are actually saying.
Take Annex Single, for example. This is a guy who has done over $250 million in digital sales, and he states flat out, webinars are the single most powerful sales tool I have ever used. Nothing converts cold traffic into paying customers faster. He literally built his entire massive business relying on this exact sales model. I mean, when someone with a $250 million track record says this is their foundational strategy, we should probably take notes.
And he is definitely not alone here. Look at Russell Brunson, the co-founder of a $100 million plus software company. He confirms that after testing every single funnel type you could possibly imagine, webinars win every time for high-ticket offers. He makes a really brilliant point here. A webinar is a one-to-many conversation. Instead of grinding away trying to sell one-on-one, you get to build a relationship, overcome objections, and pitch your offer to hundreds or even thousands of people all at exactly the same time. That educational approach is totally echoed by Amy Porterfield. She runs a $10 million plus business, and she points out that webinars allow you to educate, build your authority, and sell all in one sitting. She says, I have consistently seen 10 to 20% of attendees buy at the end of a well-structured webinar. She's absolutely adamant that no other format can even come close to matching that kind of sales power. It's that unique combo of teaching and selling that makes it so potent. Wait. It gets crazier. When you look at the sheer volume of sales possible, the claims in this promotional data become staggering. For attendees who go through pre-qualified, proven funnels, the conversion rates can literally skyrocket to between 20 and 50%. Just wrap your head around that. Up to half of the people who stick around to the end of the presentation are actually buying. It sounds almost unbelievable, but it makes total sense when you compare the mechanics of a standard sales page to a webinar.
Let's look at the sharp contrast here. On a regular sales page, a visitor lands, scans the page for maybe 45 seconds looking for a reason to stay, and then boom, they bounce. They're gone. And you're stuck with a measly 1 to 3% conversion rate. But the webinar experience? Visitors aren't just staring at a flat page, they are entering an event. You've got a presenter talking directly to them, building deep trust over 30 to 45 minutes. By the time the offer finally drops, they don't feel like they're being sold to, they feel like they're being handed a solution. The result? 3 to 5 times more sales from the exact same traffic.
Okay, so if webinars are so incredibly powerful, why isn't literally everyone running them? Well, let's talk about the old way of doing things. Traditionally, running a webinar was a literal nightmare. You had to spend weeks writing scripts from scratch, then you had to deal with the intense camera anxiety of recording yourself, doing take after take. On top of that, you're paying anywhere from $97 to $297 every single month for clunky tools like EverWebinar or Zoom. Then you had to build the registration funnels, duct tape all the tech integrations together, and just cross your fingers and guess what might convert. Honestly, no wonder most people threw in the towel before they ever went live.
And that brings us to the core pitch of WebinarClones AI. This system is designed to completely bypass that entire creation phase. They're pitching this as the world's first done-for-you webinar deployment system. You aren't building a webinar from scratch anymore. Instead, you're just handed a finished product that is already proven to close sales. You skip the messy script writing, you skip the recording, you're just deploying a pre-packaged event. The whole thing hinges on this shockingly simple 3-step process. Step 1, you just log in and choose your funnel. Inside the dashboard, you'll find fully built, pre-recorded, pre-scripted webinar funnels that were designed by industry veterans. Step 2, you literally just paste your link. That could be an affiliate link or a link to your own product, and the system dynamically swaps it in. And Step 3, click Save to go live. The goal here is to get a fully recorded presentation hosted and running in under 5 minutes. It completely neutralizes all of that tech anxiety. Now, I know exactly what you're thinking right now.
It's the biggest elephant in the room and the reason most online ventures completely stall out. You're thinking, okay, the funnel is done, but what about traffic? Because let's face it, launching a beautiful presentation to an empty room isn't going to make you a dime. Well, the developers actually anticipated this exact objection. To solve the empty room problem, they've baked in what they call a built-in AI traffic engine. Once your webinar goes live, this AI automatically goes to work for you. It generates high-converting paid ads and creates organic social media posts tailored specifically to the offer you chose. The promise here is massive. You don't need a single ounce of copywriting experience. The AI writes the copy and designs the creatives to start driving targeted traffic into your funnels from day one. You never have to start from scratch.
And to really supercharge that AI traffic, the promotional package highlights a claimed $20,000 worth of free premium traffic training. We're talking unreleased footage from real JVZoo speaking events. They pitch this as giving you the insider strategies from top earners, the kind of high-level tactics that marketers usually pay thousands and thousands of dollars just to be in the room to hear. It's all designed to ensure that the AI traffic engine translates into real, tangible views.
What's really cool is how incredibly versatile this system is. You aren't boxed into just one business model. The explainer outlines 4 totally different automated income streams you can tap into. You can easily earn affiliate commissions just by pasting a link to someone else's product. If you have your own product or course, you can sell that. You can use the funnels to generate highly qualified leads for a coaching or service business. Or you can even act like an agency and charge clients a setup fee of $500 to $2,000 to deploy this exact system for them. You don't even need to own a product to make this work.
Now, as you usually see with these types of major digital launches, they are driving some serious urgency with fast action bonuses. If you're one of the first 50 buyers, they are literally doubling your selling machines. You get an extra 5 webinars completely free, meaning you walk away with 10 fully built funnels instead of 5. Plus, they throw in the 2 days 1 Benjamin traffic case study, the done-for-you geofill email templates to warm up your leads, and lifetime access to Pod Prime for future platform updates. It's a pretty insane stack of value.
So, the big question, what is the cost of entry to bypass all that script writing, the awkward video recording, and those agonizing monthly software fees? Well, right now, during this initial launch phase, they are offering a massive discount. You can get full access for a jaw-dropping one-time fee of just $37. The promotional material is very clear that this will eventually jump up to a standard $97 per month, but if you lock it in now, it's just $37 one time for 10 fully built funnels, the AI traffic engine, and absolutely 0 monthly hosting fees.
And to completely remove any hesitation you might have, they've attached a 30-day ironclad money-back guarantee. They actively want you to deploy the funnels, fire up the AI traffic engine, and see the automation work with your own eyes. If it doesn't perform exactly the way they've promised, you get every single dollar back. It's essentially a frictionless test drive, where the only thing you're really risking is the income you could have been making. Which leaves us with a pretty exciting question to ponder. Are you ready to deploy your first automated selling machine right now? If tools like WebinarClones AI can truly automate the technical hurdles, the creative work, and the traffic generation, the barrier to entry for digital entrepreneurship is officially shattered. We've seen how this totally eliminates the nightmare of the old way, so if the heavy lifting is done for you by intelligent software, what is your next move going to be? Grab the limited time offer, launch your first funnel today, and I'll catch you on the next explainer.